What's up, everybody? Lex E. Rojas here, aka Dakota Wilmer, aka Dakota Wolf. And I am taking it easy. Just breathe. And I keep going. I'm joking. But I mean, I'm not joking. I'm still going. I'm trying to take it easy, but what does taking it easy even mean? Like doing nothing? I'm incapable of doing fucking nothing. But I digress. You know what I have not done is write down anything that I was gonna say today. So it was another of those impromptu flying by the seat of my pants kind of thing, you know. Does that mean your butt? The seat of your pants? Like, isn't that your butt? Anyway. Currently downtown by Atlantic Barclays Center. And walking around the mall. I wasn't walking around the mall, like through the mall. I mean, I'm walking around the mall to get to my destination. Literally around it. Like how I used to walk around Fordham to get to class at AMDA. You can wait for me. There's a stop sign. I'm a pedestrian. So, let's see. Wednesday, after I got my tacked on, so it went to my Credit Karma account, for which I do not have a physical card. I thought I did, but it turns out I don't. So I was trying to figure out what to do with that, and then I realized that I actually had it linked to my Chime account, which is great. So I was able to transfer from one account to the other, and I wasn't certain how long it was going to take, because it says 3 to 5 business days, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just for now I'll transfer X amount from Credit Karma to Chime and see how long it actually takes when it says 3 to 5 business days. It took less than 24 hours. I was like, hell yeah. So then I transferred almost all of the rest from Credit Karma to Chime. So now I'm living in that tax refund, you know, trying not to drain my account, because it is so tempting to do that. But you gotta kind of remind yourself not to overspend, because it feels like you have a lot of money, but it's really not a lot of money, because it's like maybe a month and a half worth of pay, which feels like a lot when you get it all at one time, but obviously it goes fast. So I paid off like half of each credit card and am slowly trying to pay off like all my debts in semi-large chunks, so that my credit score will skyrocket. The danger in that is that then it opens up the credit cards for me to just max them out again. So I'm trying to practice self-control. Like, ooh, look, a bookstore that I could just like go in and buy a bunch of books because I have book money, but I don't have book money. Have to budget. You have to plan. What if there's an emergency and you need that money for something, but you spend it all on books? If there are any avid readers out there, maybe you know what I'm talking about. If not, then I just look like the crazy person that I am. So then yeah, Thursday wasn't super eventful. I just kind of worked, and that was fine, I guess. You know, I do enjoy my job. We call it a survival job in the industry. What industry, Lex? Entertainment. Because when you're a professional entertainer, you don't have steady income. So you need a survival job. They used to call it a day job. But that was too limiting because not all survival jobs happen during the day. Sometimes you work third shift. Sometimes you work evenings. It is what it is. Regardless. I'm not gonna walk all the way home, but I am walking along the bus route.
Is this the way I've got to?
Probably until the bus catches up with me. You know. But yeah, so I was planning to try to take my partner back to Bath House this past Friday because it was such an awesome experience, so relaxing, and he loved it so much that he's like, I want to try to go regularly. And we can't really exactly afford it all the time. And I was like, well, I got my tax refund. We can afford it right now. So I was looking at that, but it was just too much. And I was like, I'd rather just take you out to dinner, honestly. And he's like, oh, that's okay. Where do you want to go? And I'm like, I don't know. So we ended up going to Applebee's because I'm boring, but also because we haven't been there in a long, long time, actually. Not together. And I don't live for it, but I absolutely love their shrimp parmesan sirloin. That's like what I will get every single time I go to Applebee's. I will only go for that. And then we both tried a new drink that they made, and then I followed it up with a shark tank, which is supposed to come with a little gummy shark, but mine didn't get a gummy shark. Our server was amazing. His name was Shamar. If you go to the Applebee's in Atlantic Barclay, or in the mall across from Atlantic Barclay, whatever, then definitely try to be seated in Shamar's section because he's amazing. And but if you order the fish tank drink, make sure you remind them that it's supposed to have a gummy shark because mine didn't get one. Like, I'm sorry, I ordered this drink partially for the adult in me, but partially for the child in me. The child in me wanted that gummy shark. All right? And then I didn't get my gummy shark, but it's okay. We also didn't get dessert because, like, our appetizers were so filling. Just so filling. Like, my partner even had to take some home. And I was shocked because, you know, he's usually, well, I guess this past year he hasn't had the biggest appetite, but that's how I see him still, as having that huge appetite, which he used to have. But he's actually lost like 100 pounds in the last year, mostly due to illness, unfortunately. And he's working on his health. But he took a portion of his meal home, and we didn't get dessert, but we really wanted to try the hot caramel apple pie thing. It's like apple pie with caramel and ice cream and pecans or something. Pecans, whatever. I also say pecan and pecan because none of those pronunciations are off the table, honestly. None of them are technically incorrect. There is no correct way to pronounce that word. But, oh well. I I don't know if I want to take the bus or a bike because I'm passing a city bike station and I love city bike, but it's also really cold out. But I love city bike. Mostly the pedal assist bikes. Come on, let's be real. You feel like superhuman on those things. I don't know. I don't see my bus behind me. Ooh, most of these pedal assist bikes are like out of service right now. Ooh. I don't know. We'll see. I could just hop on one right now. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, so crossing the street. All right, so yeah, and then this morning, got early, took the kids with me to the laundromat, did laundry. My mother-in-law came and picked them up right as I was moving stuff into the dryer. And there was a slight miscommunication because as I'm like putting quarters in the machines, her youngest son, my brother-in-law, comes to me and is like, "Are you coming with us?" And I was like, "I have to put quarters in the machine. I guess I'll be right out." Like, I didn't know they were waiting for me. So then a little bit, like a minute or two later, I'm still like running around putting the coins in the machine, realizing I'm not done. Like, I need to get more coins. And my 8-year-old pops her head and she's like, "Mama, I want to stay with you. I want to help you." And I'm like, "Listen, just go ahead. I'm going to catch up." So they started walking, and like a minute later, I'm out the door, and I basically catch up with them very quickly. But I hate having people waiting on me, and I'm very upset that I did that to them. And there's nothing really else I can do about it. It just happened. So then, when we got back to the house, I finally ate my breakfast that I had bought on the way to the laundromat, so it was cold by now. But my mother-in-law had purchased tamales from this tamale vendor on Knickerbocker, so that's what they were coming from there when they came to help me and pick up the kids. So but I finished my oatmeal, which was my breakfast, and went back to the laundromat sans stroller because I had already decided in my head that I was going to take a lift home after that. So as soon as I got there, like 3 or 4 of the machines were already done. Yeah, I had 6 machines today, and then the last 2 finished like a minute later. So I got there right on time for the machines to be done. So I started packing them up into my bags, ordered a lift, and headed home. And then I was home for about 2 hours. I folded 1 bag worth of laundry, actually the bag from last week, because I'm so on top of things. And then I put the stuff away, and after putting the stuff away, I got all my stuff on, my jacket, my shoes, and I headed out to a babysitting booking for pinch sitters. Shout out to Lisa, she's the best. And I realized I was running late, so I went to order a lift, but my partner was on an e-bike, so I couldn't order the lift because he uses my account right now. So I was like, oh crap. So I had to wait him out. I ran and got a coffee from McDonald's, and luckily by the time that my coffee was ready, he was done off the e-bike. So I got my coffee, I ordered a lift, and within 2 minutes I was on my way to work, and I got there about 5 minutes early. So I've decided now. I just left work an hour early, actually, because they sent me home. They were like, I think we got it from here. We didn't actually need you as long as we thought we were going to. So we'll just take care of everything from here. Okay, well, don't worry about paying for the last hour that you had me booked because you didn't need me. So they gave me an envelope and sent me on my way. And now I'm on my way. I'm gonna take a bike and go home. So thank you so much for taking this nice lengthy walk with me. You know, I appreciate all of everyone who was saying hello to me and sending emojis. Those are adorable in the chat. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Remember to share with your friends and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from me. And as always, lead with empathy.